Right guys, it's the EdShed, and today is a sort of a strange day because we're going to be doing carpet work. Now Lee is a really good carpet fitter, and he's removing the carpets from the Mark II with the intention of making new ones, not in blue, or he's using them as patterns. Now because we've got a day where it's sun is shining, it's a lovely January freezing cold day, and we're a little bit chilly, but anyway. So what we've done is we've got the templates out of the blue one. Now, there has been sort of, might as well do the carpets for this one, and we might as well do the carpets for the 2+2 at the same time. So, we're having a bit of a carpet fest. Even maybe a tiger.
If we've got enough carpet.
Yeah, we've got plenty of carpet. There's more bloody carpet than you can shake a stick at. Now, we had a disaster last night. I took the radiator out. So, I'll take you over here and show you what he's doing, and I'll show you how easy it is for you to make your own carpets for your classic car. The only thing that's tricky is the edging. Now, that requires somebody with a sewing machine, which obviously, fortunately, we have one.
Obviously, as the EdShed was late to the party.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh.
EdShed was late to the party.
Yeah. EdShed was making coffee, actually.
Late to the party.
He's already made loads.
This is the driver's side. So that's all the driver's side templates.
Have you made them slightly oversized?
Slightly oversized, yeah.
Good man.
Ever so slightly.
He is
not massively.
You are a clever bugger, you know that.
But yeah, so you've got the back. And then you've got the 3-piece front carpet, because I can't guesstimate what it's going to be.
It goes up the bulkhead, though.
It does go up the bulkhead, but it's in 3 pieces, not in 1 piece.
You sure?
Yeah, look, because you've got 1 piece there.
Yeah.
And then you've got a secondary piece, so that's your bit. And then that goes up like that.
Does that sew on?
No, it doesn't sew on, it's separate, it sticks on. And then that, and then this one goes like that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
with
see.
The dip switch.
Yeah. Yeah, I see.
And then
right.
That's the back.
Yeah. But I think the front one goes right up the bulkhead, I thought.
That's what I mean. This is the bit that goes up the bulkhead.
Yeah,
so obviously
but the front one, the passenger side one, I thought was sewn together.
No, separate. Sorry, here it is.
Yeah, we need that has to have a heel mat put onto it, doesn't it?
So it's that one.
Yeah.
And that one is the passenger side.
Oh right, okay, that's good. All right, we need to find the rubber for the heel mat. We've got that. I've got that rubber for the heel mat. I bought rubber. Yeah, we used it on the DB4 or 6, 7. I don't know.
And that would be worth putting on there because you could just
sew that in.
Well, have that just put straight over the top of it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And then, but you'd have to be edged across there.
Yeah.
Edge the rubber, and then sew the rubber straight onto
the mat carpet.
Onto the carpet.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to find it. I think it's in there. Anyway, just on the fresh note. So we've got enough carpet. We've got some slightly better quality carpet from Martrim, very good company, who's up in there, up I don't know, somewhere up Stoke-on-Trent or somewhere. And Josh is a great guy, and he supplies all the carpets. So we've got good quality there, and we've got the cheap sections that were sold, like they were like cut-offs. I don't know what they were, but they're actually quite good because they are plastic backed. So they're a little bit on the old thin side, not quite tufted or whatever. But then we don't need tufted, do we? Who needs tufted? Who needs tufted when you have got quality? Anyway, because you put mats on them anyway.
So you haven't
I haven't
divulged the Mark I secret, have you, about the lovely shag pile carpets that we've got in there?
Oh, yeah. Was that IKEA?
Of a reputable Swedish bulk retailer.
I mean, I say, I don't like them.
Others,
And I'll tell you what was funny about the carpets, they were really small. Like everything from IKEA. The wrong sizes.
So they're separate, different sizes.
Yeah. They're smaller people in Sweden, you know that. They must be like smaller, where they have smaller beds and smaller tables and everything made to fit into those little rabbit hutches they live in. Anyway, we had a rabbit. Where's the rabbit?
Oh, he's gone.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Well, we had a strange visitor today. The cat. We've got like obviously the cat. Our cat went to Catland, where cats go to die, and well, he did. He's up there definitely, and we've sort of got a rabbit that's just seems to have arrived in the shed. Let's see if we see him. He's a bloody big one, I'll tell you. Yeah, can't see him. He's a anyway. He's a lop-eared rabbit, isn't he? He's a little lop-eared rabbit. Anyway, right, so we've had a quick wander around the garden, can't see the lop-eared rabbit, so I'm going over here now to try and remove another said car from the EdShed, which is the old 2+2er. That's of course if it will go into gear. Right, set you up there. This will either be stunningly good or completely disaster. Oh, I forgot how heavy the steering is on the Aston Martin without any power steering fluid in it. So that's going to have to be altered. Otherwise I'll never park it.